if everything went by emotions, there's people on social media that can't stand me and ain't even met me in the flesh. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yep.
So it's like, hold on one second. Michelle's coming up. Hey sis.
Hey sis, how y'all doing?
How
What's
you
up,
doing?
I'm
Michelle?
doing good. It's been
Happy
a
New Year,
while, man.
sis.
It's been a
Happy
while.
New Year's.
Huh?
I said happy
Happy
New
New
Year's to
Year's to
you.
you guys as well.
Yep, you know I had to take me a little break. I be taking my little breaks now,
I
honey.
know, SL. I know.
Yep.
Sometimes you need a break from it all, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. And sometimes not no couple of days. I be needing me like 1 and 2 months now.
I know. But
Trying
this
to tell
thing
you.
is serious. I don't know. Yes, they do have to give him a bail. And the way I see it is that at this point, if they let him out, they let him out. I don't care, because guess what? How I see it, all of them are all sick people.
They're all sick. And I think that they punished them anyways. He's learned. I think he learned his lesson.
I think
Exactly. I agree.
Yep. I
yeah, I
think that
think he
this
must have
time.
learned his lesson by now. But
They set him down for a while,
Yep.
and
That's
that's good enough right there.
And that's what my husband said. My husband said what they're doing is they're sitting them down, they're trying to get the time out of them that way, the way they're doing them right now.
Exactly.
And then soon as the trial's over, then they'll let them go. I'm telling you.
Right.
My husband said they're trying to get the time out of him now. That's why they would not give him a bail. They're trying to get the time out of him now because they don't know if they're going to be able to convict him. I'm telling you. That's exactly what my husband said.
Yep.
That's real talk right there.
Yep. You feel what I'm saying, Arco?
Yep.
You better know about it.
Been
Because
there,
I was always
stood beside a man through it.
I'm
I
trying to
was
tell you.
always thinking to myself too, why haven't they given this guy any bail? And
Yep.
isn't there a new law now that they said something about the bail could even be like you don't even get a bail, but you get out or something like that? I think there's a law that's going on there.
But they have
It's in,
I know they have a law where like something like they have to give him a bail at this point with that he can even afford.
that he can afford.
That he
Yes.
can afford, yeah. Because
Yep.
I remember
That's the law.
I don't know if it's in every state, but I remember my husband saying you can't just give him no crazy bill. It's got to be something he can, because you can't just sit him down in there like that. You just can't do that. That's against the law.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said don't be surprised if you see him out. Don't be thinking it's a mirage. It's gonna be, if you see him, it's gonna be Natureboy. You see.
And I just think that this R thing, we don't want to call her name.
Yeah, I know.
I think they all put themselves in that predicament. So you get what you get, and that's just it.
And she kept going back.
And she kept on going back.
I don't get it.
So I just think that that's all frivolous now, and they just need to let that guy out and let him see if he turn his life around or something like that. And whatever fool wants to go along with him, if he wants to start back up this carbonation stuff, that's on them.
That's on them. Because that's how I've got at the end when I was reporting on him. Yep. I didn't get all personal with it. No, you know what I'm saying? Because at first I was getting personal. I was like, I'm not down with the foot on neck squad. I don't be calling the U.S. embassy and all the other stuff. But I still was kind of like agitated with him. But then I said to myself, these people put themselves in it.
Exactly. They're not victims. They're not victims.
They're not victims.
I don't see them as victims either. I don't.
Not even Velvet. Not even
Velvet, because that's another crazy situation there too.
Mm.
That's crazy, but I don't know. I think something is happening. Something is going to happen for 2023.
Velvet's bitter
because right now Vibes and whatchamacallit is moving back to Mexico. They stopped building in Hawaii now because they say it's getting a little bit too expensive. And I know that they're going back to Mexico. And isn't that where they say Velvet is trying to get to now, is to Mexico?
Well, let me tell you something. So you already know where that's going then.
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, Tender Catering.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, TC? What up, big sis?
What's up?
What's up?
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. But let me tell you
What's
something.
up, baby girl?
What's going on with you?
It's
Listen,
a reunion.
I'm trying to tell you, I was supposed to call you last night, and when I seen you come on the live today, I said, "Oh man, I ain't called Tender." I said, "I gotta call my girl. I gotta call you, man. I just been tired."
Mm-hmm.
It's an echo. Let me see. Is that man?
Somebody echoing.
Yeah, somebody's echo. I can hear myself.
Is it
everybody
me?
probably just need to mute when we're not talking.
Let me push mute right quick. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, but let me tell you something, Michelle.
Who is it?
You got me thinking again. Ooh, child. And that's sad. Yeah, somebody got to mute.
I think it's me. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, Tender, it was you. But let me tell you something, Michelle. You got me thinking because, see, why is she going to Mexico? You know what I'm saying? I'm really starting to look at Velvet as very unfit.
Y'all didn't see that from a long time ago?
No, I've been seeing it.
That girl she is nuts. She's just out there and crazy to me.
She's unstable, and she's unstable too.
She's very unstable, and I think, and I heard her talk the other day, and all she wants is a man.
Yeah, that's all she thinks about.
Wants, her first variety is getting a man, and I'm like, little girl, if you don't go
sit
and
down
try
somewhere.
to get yourself together.
And that's why she's always struggling. Talking about, I don't care if I beg. Who cares about what people think about me asking for donations? You wouldn't need no donations if you took them the time and close your legs and go take care of your business. You wouldn't need none of that. You wouldn't need nobody that you don't know begging for money. Go get a job. That's what you need to do. Take the time out and go get a job. You laid up there and you had them kids. You take care of them.
And that was straight disrespectful what Homeboy posted, but he did it to put her on blast. You know what I mean?
Oh,
what he posted? Who posted what? You know,
you didn't see. Hold on. I think he was on here yesterday, Michelle. You remember when he had that fire thing? Yeah. I don't want to put that back up because YouTube kind of sort of had put my thing in yellow, and then they went and looked at it, and then they said, "Oh, that's not bad," but I ain't putting that back up. Yeah, but see, Solar knew something was gonna pop off. They both was using each other for a publicity stunt. Because number one, why would you record that? And as a man, I wouldn't want to record knowing that I'm doing this in front of this woman's children.
Well, he's not a man.
He's not a man.
He's not a man.
He's not a man, exactly. And then he had the nerve to say, let me I can't remember exactly what he said.
Are y'all hearing this echo?
Yeah. Yep, I hear the echo. Let me see if I can say he may have blocked me because they don't like to hear the truth about themselves.
What really pissed me off is that he obviously he knew that those kids was in the background and he was watching when he recorded it and he held it as receipts. See, that's how I feel about it.
That's what he puts. He said these 3 little girls really have bad karma. I wish her healing and mastery so she can learn to mother. He's just basically trying to say, he said these 3 little girls, number one, don't involve my kids into me being dysfunctional, for number one. The kids ain't got nothing to do with it. Now, if you want to say something about me, say something about me. But don't say these 3 little girls really have bad karma. I wish her healing.
But Sybil, she wouldn't think like us that don't talk about my kids. She's lost it. She's gone.
She's gone.
So that she's not even on that level of thinking like that. So I wouldn't even say for her to think like that. She's not on that kind of level. It is what it is. And he called them 3 little girls, and that's what he's seen. She let him come in her life. And listen, if I was them, I get out of carbonation. I wouldn't want to associate with nobody in carbonation. Nobody.
Me neither. Well,
if I'm trying to heal myself and trying to get myself on the right track, nobody in carbonation I would even associate myself with. None.
At all. Unless you plan to go backwards.
Exactly, because that's where you're heading right now is backwards.
Yep. Because you see how she's talking. Oh, listen. Then I was hearing she was saying she's putting the men aside because she's trying to she's not letting no man stop the village that she's trying to start a village. I said, girl, if you don't get your behind
listen, this girl be on something new every other day. You just all over the place. One minute you hear she here, one minute today she's saving humanity. The other minute she in the Bible. The other minute
crazier than a bed bug, honey. I'm trying to tell you, crazier than a bed
and
bug.
she talk mess, and she be saying some words that don't even go with what you're trying to say.
Say exactly,
girl. What the hell you do?
I be like, what? Really? I be like, what? I be sitting in the chair and I have to sometimes get up and sit back down. I be like,
exactly.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Y'all, I don't know what I'm hearing, but it's a lot of echoing on my end.
Well, now I can hear like a TV.
Somebody else have something open?
Now I hear a TV, but now you don't have the echo, 𝗪𝗫𝗪, and I can hear you, but it sounds like a TV was on in the background. But I'd be like, this girl got some. Ooh, I mean, everybody got issues. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to put my issues on no social media. I keep my issues to myself in my privacy in my own home. Okay, because when you put people in your business, they stay in your business, and that's the bottom line.
That's right, honey. That's right. You only get to know what I feel like I want to put out there. And
exactly.
If you do put something out there online and somebody comment and it's some negative comment, that's what you get because you put it out there. So
because you put it out there.
That's right.
And then you're gonna get mad. Yeah, but Michelle, if you don't see her page, that's because she blocked you. She blocked me too.
I think she did, because I think when it came back, when the last time I seen her was a couple months ago, when I guess her and she was saying that I think her and Solar was getting together or something. I don't know. And I wrote her a good, I sent a good comment out to her. You know me already.
Yeah, I know.
And from then I ain't seen none of her thing pop up on my IG thing. So I guess she did block me.
She did. She surprised me because I'm just blocking her. As soon as she got with Solar, all of a sudden, when I heard that she had got with Solar, all of a sudden, I guess she said, I'm not hearing nothing from SL. I'm blocking her. But the thing is I don't reach out to you. I've never harassed you. So I don't understand why you would block me. But see, I know didn't change your name. Because
I think she did, because I was on I happened to just pop in on one of them other live content creators, and I heard them calling another name.
Well, maybe so, but I know that when I went on to another troll page, let's put it like that. I could find her Instagram page there. I can find her on that page. Yeah, I can find her on that page. And this is before. Listen, this is before I went on vacation again, and that was about 2 months ago. Because I've been gone for about 2 months. I think about 8 weeks or something like that. So
yeah, it was like 2 months ago for real. When all of a sudden I don't see her, pop up on my timeline anymore. So I thought, I was like, well, probably she changed her whole name and just did away with this account, this page, and she's, But then I said to myself, girl, what you following up these little kids for? I ain't got no time for that.
But not only that, you ain't famous.
You damn sure like
ain't famous or something. Like you running somewhere, like somebody gonna miss you.
Girl, I can't even let my kids know that I be listening to this kind of shit.
Because they'll be sitting exactly. They'll be like, Mom,
what kind of craziness is
you need to take you out more or something?
Yep. Exactly.
Yep. Shoot.
For real.
But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's that man done been in there almost a year. So I'm like you, Michelle. They trying to get I'm like Uncle Dude. They trying to get their time out of him on that end. My husband done been there.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but some channel holders who've done time themselves ought to be ashamed of themselves, because see, they're trying to because they just haters.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like to see the monetized channels and the super chats because they ain't getting it, and all of the rest of the mess. They've been there and done that, and they know too. Just like my husband, and just like our Cole's husband knows, they're trying to sit him down and get time out of him the way that they're doing it right now. That's the time I believe he's gonna do.
I found it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I found it. I had something else open.
Oh, okay. I believe that that's how they're gonna get the time out of him. It's
I
by
agree.
sitting them down with the bond, but they're gonna have to give him a bond when he goes to that bond hearing in a couple of days. I think it's on the 13th.
Because if there's gonna be a trial or whatever, what's her name? Neytiri or whatever her name is. I don't be keeping up with these. Neytiri.
With the lady
Doesn't
with the
she have
sparkles
to
on her
appear in court as well?
They don't need her no more.
They don't need her. No, they don't need her.
No.
Oh, they don't need her anymore.
No. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I live in Georgia. I live in Fulton County. The one thing I will say, and that's why Big Sis, you right when you say it could go either way, because Uncle Dude was right too. Because the thing is that Tabitha Pasminio, the district attorney, she has a high conviction rate. She won't take nothing unless she really can give conviction on it. But that damn, excuse me, we gonna curse.
That's not a cuss word.
Damn. Okay, but that darn Robert Booker, I did some research on him. He's a heavyweight too, and he likes to take on controversial cases, like you said, Big Sis.
Yep.
He finds a lot of loopholes. He's good with finding loopholes.
Yep.
So they must have came up with some. So somebody found some money to give him to retain a lawyer, huh?
I'm gonna tell you who found the money. Them boring big old every day for 2 hours. I'm quite sure they was on there. I wasn't on there, but I'm saying when they go on big old for 2 hours, Keys is Natureboy's manager, and he gonna make sure that them girls meet that quota. That's
Who's
how they
Keys? I don't know. Listen, when Bigo first came out, I went on Bigo and I was on there for like a month or so. And then I was like, this is not me. And I just deleted the whole app.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on to Bigo and I'm gonna look at their numbers because I want to see what they make for the month. They might make at least 8,000 on the low end.
Really?
A month.
Well, probably I need to get into that and start a content thing.
Yeah, they probably get at least 1 milli beans. That's $8,000.
Oh, get out of here!
And it's
so you want to tell me that people are just throwing money at these people just like that, just to hear some content that
Michelle, these people still got supporters. These people still got some support.
That is crazy. It ain't even letting me progress in life, and I'm just gonna be picking out money like that.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And let me tell you this too. What's so crazy? 1 milli beans is $8,000. Keys is the big dog on Bigo. I remember one time he got an argument with some dude, and he said, and Nick, I made 190,000 this month, and next month he was making over 200-something thousand.
What?
He's getting money. Yeah.
This is crazy.
He's getting money.
Yeah, because the pastor, he said he had to go to court. He make money anyway on his personal income.
What pastor?
He said his name Pastor Patron.
Oh yeah, I heard of him. TC, I heard of him.
He been had money. I've been following him since Periscope. He had his own money, but coming there, he made more. So he went to court. He said it himself. He told the judge what he makes on Bigo. The judge thought he was lying. He was making $63,000 a month.
Yep. And listen to this. Guess what? Y'all gonna fall out your seat. I hope you get strapped in. Guess what? And the money you make on Bigo ain't taxable because it's in Singapore, and they don't send the U.S. no W-2s and W-10s. And
wow.
They don't
nope, it's not taxable.
So,
really?
So that's why Natureboy was acting such a fool when he was on Bigo and he was making all them beans.
So he was making money then over there.
So that
he was skipping along like he was at a CC camp one time.
Now listen, so that rev you said that went to court, that revenue that said he made pastor that went to court and told the judge he made $56,000 for the month. He wasn't lying.
He wasn't lying because He's a
He got his church.
He got his own agency, so he
wow.
Oh, he got an agency. Oh yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
he was, but see, he could make as much as Brandon, but he plays fair with his people. So as you listen to them, Brandon don't be paying a lot of his people. That's why he bringing home all that money.
So
got you.
Yeah.
So what that consists of? Like when you go on Bigo, you have a group of people that you're going there with that you have.
Well, people gift you, but if you got an agency and say you got like 100 or 200 people in your agency, you get a cut from all of their earnings. So
agency, I don't understand that.
All right, some people are just hosts. They just like me. I'm just a YouTuber, right?
Right.
I'm just using myself as an example, and that's all I do. You don't see my face. But then you have YouTubers that do lives. They're YouTubers, they do commentary, but they go above and beyond, which you probably get more money because people will be able to see your face, but they show their face when they talk. It's almost, I can't really, there's no other way for me to explain it, but that Keys is a host. A host means he has an agency. That means he started off as just a host, just getting beans from talking to people that.
Well, that's not right.
That talks to people that
agent.
logs
He has his own
into your
his own
under
agency.
him hosts.
I know. I said he started off as a host. Now he has an agency. So now he has people who are under him. So
okay.
Right. So if you got 200 people under you, every whatever they make for the month, you get a percentage of
that.
It's like a legal pyramid, pretty much. Like
I was just about to say that.
That's a good way to explain it, TC. That's a good way, a legal pyramid.
That's what I was just about to say. That it must be like a pyramid thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
it's a legal way to do it.
That's why he always stays so close with Natureboy, even when Natureboy didn't cross him, because Natureboy for 90 days one time Natureboy had made 30,000. He was he was on the 3 milli tier. He made 30,000 in that month. He made it for a couple of months, but as soon as he opened his mouth and told his supporters and was being rude to them, I made 30,000 a month. All of a sudden they dropped. I made 30,000. I said,
Yeah, he remember he was traveling and going in New York, giving his sister all that money and all that stuff in front of everybody.
Who's that? Who's that? That guy named Keith? Oh,
Natureboy was traveling, going to stupid hotels and stuff just for the night, just to be showing off. And
I want to touch on this because I haven't been keeping up with it, but I see some clips on YouTube and stuff, and then you haven't been live. Thanks a lot, lady. So Velvet, I think you posted that she left Solar, and they were doing something in front of the kids. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on now? Like, I gotta be missing everything.
Well, I had seen when I came back 2 days ago that they had broke up. So they just broke up recently. It's just kind of weird. I just came back and I said, damn, I
heard she chased him out with a knife.
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what I heard too. Yeah.
See, Arco, you know my inbox. You could have been sending me a little piece of tea now.
Yeah, Michelle, I heard that too. One of the somebody was on one of her lives, and that's what they said.
Right, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Velvet and lost it. I think Natureboy got her like cuckoo.
You think she ain't crazy? Natureboy couldn't get the wrong number for me.
I think she was already crazy.
And then because I just be hopping. Sometimes when I'm home, I just say, let me go, But then they had her mother on because the mother was angry at,
I know, because of the rumor about she scammed out of $4,000 or something, $4,000 or $5,000, something like that.
And the mother went off on them.
Yep. And I'm glad she went off because
I'm glad she did too.
Because I think that Velvet's mother gets a bad rap, and it's because of Velvet and her father, Lord rest his soul.
Right.
And let me tell you something. The woman went through some things with her father. And she went through nothing more than what women in life.
I was just about to say that. Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. She's a beautiful woman too.
And
she's a beautiful person.
And she's
She seems like a beautiful person and a down-to-earth person too.
Yes, she is.
I talk to her off of YouTube, but we don't talk about Velvet and no carbonation. We talk about just regular stuff. So we talk about food,
like we do.
But she's been very disrespectful to her mother. She's been very disrespectful on live.
That snatched a hole in her. But I was looking at her video the other day. She is a beautiful young lady.
She is.
She's a pretty young girl. Velvet, she's pretty.
Yes, she is. Yes, she
is gorgeous. She's like a little doll baby.
And she's beautiful.
So pretty.
And
she's evil.
So evil.
She's
so
beautiful,
evil.
But she's ugly on the inside.
And she's arrogant. And she's arrogant and think just because she read that she, you know, vain. She's vain.
I always said
she's vain. You got it right.
Yep. One thing I always said, y'all used to always hear me say it. Velvet's a beautiful girl. She got some beautiful hair. You'll just hear me come out the blue. I'll be talking about her being pissed off, but then I'll have to stop myself and say, she's a beautiful girl. She got some beautiful hair. But she's a mess. She's a mess.
I always thought she was pretty. I thought Raw was beautiful with that dark skin and pretty teeth. Raw is still beautiful. All of them are pretty girls. They really are.
I think Низ is pretty beautiful too, and I also think Malia is beautiful. I think Malia is beautiful.
No, Malia is so caught up that Malia is starting to look ugly now. Malia is so caught up and
Malia like a little red terrier.
She's starting not to look like a beautiful woman, little girl anymore. She's just she's torn down. She's so torn down right now that
she looks. She got that worry on her face.
Yeah, it's
the other boy name that was there, the dark skinned boy that had the baby about Joy.
Oh, Musa.
I thought he was a cute little chocolate thing too.
Yep.
But they all just started looking like corpse.
But I just seen Joy. Joy came back on the other day too as well. Joy was off for a while.
Yeah, she's married now. Haven't had another.
No,
baby.
but I don't know if she's still married.
No, don't say that.
I don't think so.
No.
You gotta be kidding. Let me go look. Hold on.
She got a little son. I think she has a son now.
Go get it, family. We know how we do. They put it out there. We got.
She has a son.
Cole, that's 2 strikes on your hunt, Posh. You supposed to have been on this.
Hey, hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Hit the like.
The like is already hit, man.
I know it because I haven't said it all since I've been on here now.
Yeah, but I know Joy have a little son. I think she have a son now.
She got a little boy this time.
Right, she got a little boy, but I don't know. The last time she was on, it was just like what she was saying. I was like, God damn, what the marriage didn't work out.
Right. You're right. It might be right because I don't see one picture of him no more. Hold on.
Wait a minute. He was in the military now. He might be on the road now.
No, but he was on her
he used to be I'm for real. And what she was saying.
Marriage. She had pictures of the marriage and everything.
Mm-hmm. What she was saying, what she was talking was like, I don't know if it just had happened.
Look at that little girl.
Or what have you.
She's
but
so cute.
I know it.
But it sounded like she wasn't married anymore, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
No, but let me tell you something. You might be right because when you look at her, she used to have a lot of posts, and she had posts with them as a family. He had his military suit on.
Yep.
She had the wedding pictures were on there when they got married. Also, remember the picture with them in the church. When they got married, that's not on. She ain't got that on there now.
She ain't got that on there. You know how females
ain't
are.
No different from the rest of them because she's crap crazy too.
You think so?
Yeah, you think so? Let me check your temperature, Michelle. Come here. I'm not taking this no more.
I just thought that because I subscribe. You know, I'm following her on IG, and she wasn't on for a long time.
Hope she would get some psychiatric help.
And then when she came back, you think so? I just think that the way she was reasoning on her live, I was like, okay, it seems like she got her little self together.
They speak very well when it's needed. Don't forget that. They speak very well when it's needed. They still have issues.
So you think that
exactly, TC? I agree with that.
I just thought that she was the only one. Her and Ra was the only one that really left. When they left, they just left.
Let me ask you a question. Was this the video you talking about? Because she got a YouTube channel. Well, I think she's always had a YouTube channel, but she like everybody else.
When the ones that I seen, she was outside in her backyard, like she was in the yard, and she seemed like she was like it. I don't know if it just had happened or whatever, but she was in the back, like in her yard setting.
Oh,
she was sitting on a chair in her yard, and she was just talking.
Because leaving him, you can leave there and make hundreds of thousands of dollars and just talk about things that happen there for years to come. People, we're interested in what happened.
Yeah, we are.
I would be on Oprah by now. You hear me, legs crossed with my pinky up. Okay.
And people be fronting like they ain't, but they be interested because they be in the bushes, even if they ain't in the comment section.
Let me tell you something. I be in so many bushes on these streets.
Ain't nothing wrong
I got sticker bras in me. That's the best place to be. I live in the bushes.
I just be in the bushes and I don't say nothing. I don't make no comment.
I don't like it. I be like, oh Lord, and look, I be wishing I had somebody to talk to about it. I be like,
no, but
oh my God.
Sometimes, listen, I be all in the bushes, especially like channel holders that I just don't care too much for, but I want you know, like them troublemakers.
Yes, sir.
Especially them men, because they be the worst ones. I be in the bushes.
I be looking like
I'll be in that bush. I'll be in that bush. Those bushes.
That's what I be thinking.
And I don't say anything. I just be quiet and just listen to what's going on, and that's it.
That's it.
You better not. Your social security number gonna be on the billboards.
I'm trying to tell you. You won't know how I got there. You won't know how I got there. They be sending
you gonna wonder. And look, you ain't put that on here. They gonna know it by just your picture. They gonna find you. I'm gonna tell you something. You want to get lost, they will find you.
They'll be sending pizzas to your house.
I be like, how do y'all know to find these people? Yeah. Oh my God.
That's when you know you really don't got a life when you go that far.
Yeah.
I might be consistent when I'm on here, like his father's reporting on Natureboy, and maybe that's all I report on. But as far as me doxing people, and I ain't doing all that.
It ain't working.
I ain't got no time for that.
I don't do drama in my personal life. I'm not going to do it on the internet. That's not going to happen.
I was raised with common sense, because if I find your address, when am I go to your house and get busted upside the head or shot or something? Because you come to my house, you're going to have some problems.
Anything come up in my house unannounced, going out in a body bag.
I'm trying to tell you. So I know if I go to somebody else's house, I'm going to have problems. So
you posted, I know here, a girl went to the girl house because I guess her man was there. And this been years ago, I was told this story. She went to the girl house, knocked on the door, asked for whatever his name was. The girl said, yeah, let me get him. When she came back and opened that door, she cracked on her head with a hammer.
Wow.
Don't think you can just go to somebody's door.
So you want to tell me that that's what they be doing? Them other
I don't know about that, but I'm just saying what happens.
Them content creators, those
they be going to people's house. They be calling.
I'm gonna tell you, on Bingo, they be stabbing and shooting each other.
Yeah, I saw that.
Really?
They be off the hook on Bingo.
Yeah, they ratchet there. They ratchet on
yeah, they real ratchet.
But sis, let me change the narrative right quick. I was listening to you yesterday, and I went on to that Instagram page. That woman with that tribe over there, she got that daughter dealing with these people. That girl is young.
Yep, she at the time she was 16 when she was messing with that dude.
What y'all talking about?
What y'all talking about exactly?
I'm trying to think of the dude's name. I brought him up a couple of times. I'd have to show you.
Is that the Puma or something like that you talking about?
No, I gotta show you. Hold on one second. Yeah, but they have a tribe. What's the name of the tribe? I can't think of it right now. Everybody got a tribe. But I'm gonna look it up right now and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Ooh, that fish sandwich look good, honey. Y'all, let me show you this fish sandwich first. Look at me, I'm so greedy. But hold on.
You started back juice for the new year?
I ain't started back yet, but look at this. Look at that fried fish sandwich.
Look good.
Ooh, child. Make you want to slap somebody's mama. Trying to tell you. All right, let me go.
You back out. Real bad. What's going on with you? What's the matter with you?
Remember him? I mean her. I said him. Remember this lady here? You see her?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And then, but the dude you're talking about, I want to see if I can locate him. Hold on.
But didn't she have like was she in Puerto Rico?
She was in Dominican, I think Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic.
Who is she? Hey, I know that girl right there to be cooking.
Which one? Oh yeah, she be chefing it up. This one.
She was like, "I bye." I think she's here in Virginia.
Serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her food be looking good. And then look at the other cuckoo bird here. Hold on, let me show you. Remember her, y'all? She's selling perfume that's expensive.
Who's Sybil?
Yep.
That's Sybil?
That's Sybil. And she's selling, I mean, this perfume is expensive. Look at this.
Well, good for her. She got good for her because she was stupid. She was stupid to even get involved with carbonation and went all over there to whatchamacallit too. So people like that, I don't even put on practice, girl. I ain't got no time for that. People up like that. Because I don't know how the hell, if you were so intelligent and you were this, how the hell?
That's what I don't get either. I sure don't.
Right.
That's why I say all of them over there crazy as hell, because excuse my language, he show you what he about before you get over there. So
before you get over there,
don't call me for no cash.
Real.
He don't hide it. He don't
hide it.
No, and she went over there. I don't know if she went over there thinking that she could change something. But girl, please take several seats back.
You have to realize how many desperate individuals it is in this world. For attention. They'll do anything for attention. And then to go over there and sleep with him, and he's already been allegedly having all this other stuff. Why would you even let him touch you?
I'm trying to tell you.
Why would you
y'all imagine us over there and he's telling us we can't leave?
So right then and there, she just lost. I was like, girl, I ain't even thinking about you. I wouldn't even read your book. I wouldn't even read nothing that you put out there. Because
for what? I read your book when you was on the channel.
Heck no.
For what?
Right. Could y'all imagine us going over there and them nights say I was on my drinking times?
That's the 16-year-old girl right there.
What is
this? And don't say, I know she ain't pregnant. I know she ain't showing her stomach.
Yes, she is. Some of the belly.
Ooh.
Who is these people?
This is the 16-year-old girl that he was messing with. I'm trying to get his page.
That he who was messing with?
I'm trying to get the I think it starts with a B. I forgot.
I don't know.
Anyways, they all try to duplicate being a tribe like Natureboy.
Oh. See how much sicker the people getting that goes on?
And it's a lot of melanin people that's doing that kind of SHIT too.
Yeah.
Plenty of us melanin people that
are sick.
We just lost in the sauce. That's all I could say.
Lost in the sauce.
And that's how come I always say.
That's why I started taking long breaks. So I said to myself, this audience here, y'all always hear me say it. I said, I love them to death, but because I have to forgive, people that are hurt. But some of these people, man, they're not supportive. They don't want to leave no likes on the video. I don't beg for no.
They won't even come to my channel. At least they come to yours.
Yeah, but they just and it be your own kind. I just be like, I gotta get away from these people. They're just toxic. You just feel the energy of the hate just from the distance. And sometimes I just got to get off a line and get away.
Girl, that ain't even just here. When I deleted my Facebook because it was for my business. I deleted it because the people I know wouldn't even support it. So what was the need to have it? Right. I make more money off of people that are strangers.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, that always is the case.
It's sad.
So I deleted it.
And then what gets me the most is when they think that, oh, I'm not gonna like the video because she gets paid off of likes. If I got paid off of likes, honey, I would be broke. Okay, if I waited around for a like from you people, and it's just really sad how we do each other. That's why we don't have nothing. Mexicans, like I'm moving, and my landlord sold the house to some Mexicans. They all work together. He about to move his whole family in this house, and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna save their money, and it's gonna grow. They're gonna grow.
Their kids not gonna want for nothing.
They gonna want for nothing. But I'm just saying. But this culture here, black people, I don't know about us.
That's because we were conditioned to be that way, and that's just it. We are so conditioned. That's how come I said, when somebody say intelligence has nothing to do with the brain. What does is consciousness.
Right.
Once you're conscious, you do things better and you think better, because intelligence don't really have you have a lot of intelligent people that's out there, and they be doing some things.
Yeah.
Like,
I know some smart dummies. That's what I call them, smart dummies.
Intelligent fools.
Stupid.
Yep.
My sister's one of them. She could write a book about something that she never knew about. That's how intelligent she is. What book smart she is. But she makes the stupidest decisions in life.
Yeah.
Right. She's not street smart.
You have to be, exactly.
You got to be book smart and street smart. You can't
the same time.
You got to have both.
I call her smart dummy.
The name of the tribe is light body. She actually did. I think Olsen, you said you did a interview with them or something. But what is the dude's name that's sleeping around with all them young girls? And I think he got something, trying to give it to somebody.
Oh,
I really believe it. I have a gut feeling he got something. He don't believe in user protection. He gets all that from Natureboy, and he stays with him for about maybe 2 months, and then next thing you know, he's with another one.
Wow.
And then he got a nerve to keep him on his page. He don't take them down neither. He keep them all up. He keeps all his trophies up.
Wow.
Slinging pipe.
I don't even know about them. I never heard about them.
Slinging pipe. You said it right. Go mess around and get something. Go mess around and get something. Mess around, gonna fall off.
Like my daddy say, put some on your Ajax, won't wipe off. I'm tell you that right now.
I'm trying to tell you, that'd be a bad hit.
That's why I'm not, in my 40s. I'm not into a cheating man. You know, got to go through that. I'm not being worried about you giving me something. That's not gonna happen.
Right. I'd rather stay by myself, honey. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. But you know what I always wonder? I wonder how come Rod just never came out.
Adam. His name is Adam.
Oh,
okay.
I think she couldn't come back. Her visa expired.
Right, but I'm saying, like, you never heard back from her on any kind of platform.
She started dogging her when she left, because she messed with that young.
Right, exactly. I think that she left because her visa expired, and I think when she got home, she had time to sit with herself. She said, "I ain't going back."
Raw. Raw. When she first came there, remember how he started going off and she was crying like, "What have I gotten myself into?" He was cussing out Velvet real bad. I just couldn't imagine my daughter being in a predicament like that, and I can't get to her, not physically, but her mind. If you have control of her mind, you can convince her to come home.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And that'll be paid for by the family, if anything. But if you can't get to her mind, you lost her. You lost her.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's a lost cause.
It's a lost cause.
It's a lost cause.
That's the scary part of it. It's a lost cause.
Yep.
Oh heck yeah! I got grown kids, and believe me, like I said, if they ever know I'm into all this and be watching these kind of people, they'll be like looking at me like, "Mom, are you crazy?"
When I be looking at
sis.
My daughter said, "How do you watch this stuff?" I said, "Because people are crazy, and I can't. It's a TV to me." So I'm like, I can't believe you're on here arguing with somebody that lives 50,000 miles away from you. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing to me that people, and I think mental illness is something that I don't take lightly. So I study it a lot from the internet, and I have noticed that a lot of people online are mentally ill.
They're mentally ill.
A lot of them. And look normal. And people kill me with that. Well, they look normal. Those be the crazy ones.
Those be the crazy one. I'm telling you.
And my mom said,
and then you get ones that are crazy and don't even think they crazy. They think you crazy.
Oh no, they don't think that they're crazy.
My mom said that when I took a property, they were saying, "Yeah, I don't know what you want with that property. All them residents out there crazy. They this and that." I said, "Mom, I don't worry about them." I said, they cool with me. They just come talk to you sometimes." She said, Don't worry about the people that show you they're crazy. Worry about the people that act like they're not crazy.
Oh my God.
That's the truth.
Let me say something to you again. That's right. Don't worry about the ones that you know that are crazy.
Yeah.
Worry about the mother hubbards that that don't tell you. They act like they're not crazy,
They
but
act like they sane, and they know they ain't sane.
And will call you crazy in a minute and crazy.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. When I talked to her, of course, she was calling me to keep her dog on kids. I said, "Did you?" I said, "Did you know him?" She said, "Yeah, I met him. He was he came through the checkout one time. She one of them frontline managers." And I said, "What was he? What did he be doing?" She said, "Nothing." She said he was buying a whole bunch of Nerf guns one time. And I said, "Why are you buying all them Nerf guns?" And she said he told her, I shoot them at my TV. See, that kind of stuff right there needs to be brought to the attention of management. It's because all those managers that have been brought this to their attention, I think you should be blackballed from management, because you are letting people be harassed because he's a manager. No, that girl had therapy, and that's what's going to save her with that lawsuit. She had already left there and got therapy before she all them people. She had found another job. So she said she was going through therapy, and when it went off and said what was going on, she knew it was him. That's how weird he was.
Wow.
One of the guys he left day shift to go to night shift to get away from him, and they put him on night shift too.
But you know what? When she said that it was the shoot at his TV, right there.
Yeah, that should have been.
He was practicing.
He was practicing. So he been a road lizard, and he was overlooked. Because see, when you start doing, I had somebody come see me yesterday, and I knew right then and there from her conversation she was bat crap crazy, because she first went. You know those people you got to keep explaining stuff to. They think the whole world against them, and well, what? She said, "I don't think they deposit my check because they know I'm a minority." I said, "Well, let me tell you something, baby. I come out of banking, and what happens is, especially being a new account holder and you don't have that kind of money to cover, is to protect the bank,
right? You gotta wait
your money,
like 3
and
days
yourself." Right. And most importantly, the bank want to protect their savings so they don't lose money. Right. So they have to close that. I say, in the next numbers on the bottom of this check, we have systems that we could run that through to see if this check has been a legal check being cashed in the United States in so much time, and how much they were being cashed for. Is nothing against you, but I think it was me, because the way she looked at me, I said, "Yeah, I don't have nothing for rent, baby. Get the heck out of here." But see, they be the ones.
So was it a payroll check?
I didn't even ask her, because it was. I'm just tired of explaining to lunatics.
Because the banking system has changed so much over the years. Because I remember back in the days, when you get your payroll check and you go to the bank that is cut from it, they just cash it for you, right? Now all of that stuff stopped now.
Now you gotta wait for it to clear.
No, not even that. They charge you if you don't take it to your own bank. They charge you to cash it.
You're right.
They charge you now, and
or sometimes they won't take the check.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's it. This is what they're doing now.
Yep. But I knew from her conversation, everything that she talked about, it was. Well, I think she had some against me, or and you let somebody sit and talk long enough, if you can listen, you can see and feel the signs that there's something wrong with this person. She ended up telling me that her son, she had to put him away because he be tearing her house up, and her last neighbor flat all her tires. See, and this what pissed me off with that boy in Walmart. One of my residents coming to me, well, you know what? I know one of his friends, and they was picking on him. I said, girl, shut up. They don't get him to all those people.
Right.
I said, you got to think when somebody mind bad, they hear those things. Something in their mind, the enemy is giving them those signs that somebody's doing things to them that are not happening. Ain't nobody bothered that man. All them people, and the people that he had on his list were.
Wow.
So he had a list.
Yeah. And that's what he said.
But it's just how society is going now. Because when I think about that 6-year-old, 6
years old.
What about the 10-year-old?
I'm 6. And when I was 6, that wasn't even
on my mind. Exactly.
I'm for real.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I say I have an 11-year-old grandson, and my grandson wouldn't even think that way. But let me tell you something. It's how you grow up. the household that you
It's the
grow up
home
in.
training. It's the home training.
Yeah, it's a home training. How you grow up, the household that you grow in, and all that kind of stuff. It's just like how you have some kids come out and they talk like, you know, this prejudice talk. It's what they hear inside the house, or what they see goes on inside the house.
Like sponges. And
yes.
you gotta be careful
yes.
what you do and say around
yes.
it. And that's what I was saying about Velvet. You can't be sitting up there and do all this crazy stuff in front of your damn kids.
In front of your kids.
What's that girl name that said that they was having, you know, relations in the bed with? I remember Deidre. What was her name? Khadijah?
Oh yeah, Khadijah was saying, and
she said they both sick.
Yeah.
She said both of them are sick. They sick. But see, for her to bring, that shows her mother. Now, I don't talk about nothing on here that I've done in my life because it ain't nobody business. But let me tell you something. When it comes to your children, they do see what you do and they hold you accountable for it. So when she grows up and see that her mother is with her daddy's ex-member, now what you making her out to be?
Right.
The clown of the store.
No, when she get old enough, she's gonna talk about that. When she get old enough and she realize,
or she might start doing it.
Or she might do it. She might be a product of where she grew up in.
Think that's right, and she might think it's normal.
The stuff that he talks about.
It's a normal thing. Yes, yes, SL.
What about when? Did y'all hear when I was listening to 𝗪𝗪 and True Talk, and it was so, you know, they all have done wrong and have been, you know, whatever. It should be held responsible at some point. But hers was the most sincerest with her crying, saying she wants to apologize.
I don't trust
𝗪𝗪
and True. I really don't. I'm sorry to say. I just don't trust about them.
Got away from it, you know. And I like when he said he was scared. He said he apologized to a lot of people.
He apologized to me, but then when I went and told him, you know, keep your live streams up, you know, like don't take them down, whatever, you know, speak your mind, be freely. He never like, you know, said anything more than, you know.
Never.
So he never replied. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna leave him alone.
He probably didn't get it.
Something about them because
so much.
They tell what they want to tell, but if I wanted to cleanse out everything, I'm saying everything.
That's why I said what I said to him. Right.
But let's be clear, Michelle. You're not being fair. They're lunatics. You're not. You can't stop comparing yourself to lunatics unless you
that's why I said I don't trust them. They come out and they talk, and she talk about my name is not 𝗪𝗪, my name is this now or whatever. But there's just something that I think is gonna pop off for 2023 when it comes on to those people.
Yep.
And we're gonna be like,
honestly, because all this year. It popped off all this year.
All of them have real. First of all, they, not just from being there to even go there is where the psychological problem drops. You can't just fall off the face of the earth and think that life is going to change. Those issues are still going to be there.
It's still there. A scar is a scar is a scar, honey.
A scar is a scar.
Yep. Once you have a wound, the wound will forever be there. Don't care if it's healed and everything, but that wound will forever be there.
I told my husband we wanted to go to New York last year. We went to New York, we went to DC, he said, you gonna buy that too? We're gonna do that. I said, look, bills gonna be due while we're here, they're gonna be due while we gone, and they're gonna still be due when we get back. Give me that credit card. We going. We pay the bill anyway. Ain't like you neglect the bill. Live your life for what it is now and don't worry about what you can't do. Do what you can do.
Because what I find funny, SL, is that why Truth and 𝗪𝗪 isn't together. Why they're not under one roof? I just find that
you probably got to find somewhere to live in.
Why y'all? I know she went back home to her people, right?
They've been wanting her back, but they have just backed off from her because they couldn't get through to her. They've been wanting her to come back even before she had that baby.
Oh,
so she always had somewhere to go, and I got that from an inside scooper. You know, I talk to the real people like SL. I got a couple of more that they really give me true insight, and I just don't disclose it. But they have been wanting her home.
Yeah, but she still be talking about my husband, right?
Yeah,
I think, yeah.
Why?
But did they get married when Natureboy and that girl got married?
But what kind of married? Was that a real married?
I think they all went when they was in LA. They all got married. So I'm thinking that's it.
I think a couple of sets of them. I think it was Velvet and Natureboy.
So they really got married,
and they're really in love with each other. Yeah.
Yeah, 𝗪𝗪𝗧 and 𝗪𝗪, they got legally married. Yeah. And I don't remember who else, but yeah, they're supposed to be legally married.
Oh, that is crazy. I didn't even know that went on.
Girl, anytime he convinced you to put it, could y'all imagine us being over at SL back in the drinking days and he telling us we can't leave? Could you imagine us walking down that path in Nicaragua cussing him out?
I'm trying to tell you. Especially if you drink, I probably get bust all in the head.
Girl, he'd be I'm talking about, I'd be cussing him, calling him all kind of everything, honey. Let me tell you something.
Honey.
He would have to get, the National Guard would come get me because I'd make a scene out there.
You know what? And he would leave us.
He'll leave us alone because he's scary.
He's scary because he's
scared.
Men like that are scared of women that will fight them back.
Because he's very timid when it comes to a woman that's
very strong.
Like you know who I think that he was scared of. Remember that crazy girl she was with that dude,
the dark skinned one.
The dark skin with Ryan. She was with that white boy Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was scared of her.
I don't remember her.
I know who you're talking to. I know who you're talking to.
Yeah, she Star.
Star, yep.
Yeah.
Star, yeah.
Yeah, I think she said he ain't never put his hands on me.
But that's what I'm saying. All those people who left, you never heard anything back from them. Like I guess they just like put that out of their head and just like I'm going on. But you never heard back from those people to say their experiences that they went through and all that kind of stuff. But I just find something funny about Sheba and Truth. There's something funny about that relationship going on.
I don't know. I know they're not. Are they living together now?
No, that's what I'm saying. Why aren't they living together? You got a child. You know,
she's in California, right?
Who?
She's
Sheba's in Washington State. I think the Washington State.
Okay. I thought it was Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Well, I think that's like right there. Seattle is right there. Yeah.
Well, I was wondering with that. Being that they're so far apart, is it a thing of like they got to get somewhere to live together, you know? Because
I was thinking
that's probably what it is. Because they really seem to be in love. And when she was crying, he said, "Let her go. She need to do this. She okay." And I was like, "Look at him. He's so cute." I just know he was a cute little boy with the old bushy eyebrow. He's funny looking at her.
I know with that big old nose of his.
Yeah. But you can tell he was a cute. Because Jai is cute.
I'm being funny, but he true, all right. But I'm saying he got some strong features for life. He got some very strong features.
Girl, he looked like an old man. And let's be clear. Carbonation aged a lot of them.
Carbonation aged a lot of them.
Yeah,
that's right.
Carbon. Look at what's her name? 𝗪𝗪𝗧's baby mother. What's her name again?
Joy.
No. 𝗪𝗪𝗧's baby mother.
Zoka.
She don't have the baby.
Rusty?
Yeah.
But you remember when Zoka came over, how Zoka was a beautiful dark-skinned girl?
Yep. And she was so vivacious.
And she was, I'm telling you, she was beautiful. And you look at her now, you got a tooth missing.
She looked old. Her skin's gotten darker.
And it's just something ain't going on right with them. They ain't living right. That's because
like a bag lady.
Yes, she do. Do.
I'm trying to tell you.
And even whatchamacallit is a pretty girl too. The one that Natureboy looked like he would never wipe her up. The oldest one over there. What's her name?
Oh, Aya.
Aya was a beautiful girl too, and Aya just looked cuckoo for Cocoa Pops.
Now she is definitely stripped from a coconut tree. She is.
All her faculties ain't there, honey.
No, I don't think. I think that she has a little retardedness going on. I don't know. I just see that in her, you know. But like I said, it aged them a lot. It did, because a lot of them could be my kids.
That's why I looked at it as.
Yeah, a lot of them could be my kids. All of them could be my kid. My oldest is 38 years old. And when I look at them, I'm like, Jesus, where's your family? Where? How did y'all get to this point?
They try to get him. They didn't want to come home.
That's my daughter. My oldest daughter is 20. She'll be 27 next month, and my son, he'll be 28 next month. And one day, it was my youngest that's 24. I told her it's something that they didn't tell me that she had going on, and I said, "Well, why didn't she want to tell me that?" And my oldest daughter said, "Because you judgmental." I said, "I ain't judgmental about nothing." I say, "Just because you don't like what I'm going to say about it don't make me judgmental. Because what I'm going to do is tell you what's best for either one of you. So keep hiding stuff from me. And when something happens, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know which direction to go. So keep being simple and stupid. Talking about I'm judgmental. I ain't judgmental. You my child. I don't need to judge you. I gave birth to you."
You know how they think about us.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I felt sorry for the parents of Velvet and all of them, because they was like, her daddy this. I said, you know what? You can't tell me if your child 8 years old, you're not going to tell me what your child going to do when they're 18. You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. But I just think that something happened. I think something really happened to Velvet when she was younger.
I think so too.
Something. I just feel like something happened to Velvet when she was younger, and it's just like.
But I think it wasn't under I don't think it was under the guidance of her mother.
Hello.
I don't think she was, because if y'all remember that time when she was on that live and he was like, no, when the daddy came and she was like, they was live with the daddy, and she said, he was like, she said, remember you told me about that sexual contact? She said, no, I didn't. I didn't tell you nothing about that. Nothing like that happened to me. So I don't think she was.
Maybe not.
I think what she done is grew up and got rebellious, got hot in the tail. The daddy probably used to work all the time.
I'm not trying to
leaving
say
them
that has
home.
happened, but something.
I think them streets got it. She was
better.
She got them herpes where she said she got it. Now let's be clear.
Yeah, we know that.
And all of them ran to him thinking he could cure them. But
what?
I think, you know how
Who had herpes? Somebody had herpes?
All of them have said they had herpes.
Oh.
But remember, she what they do is act like when they grow up, and we have children, you know, whoever's they're in love with know more than we know, and we raise them.
They all have herpes over there.
Really?
Yeah, they all.
That's what they said.
Oh shucks!
And he,
you still ain't on your job. I'm sure they know that.
Yep, he accepts them over there like that.
That's how he takes them. He takes the weakest.
Yep.
He takes the weakest.
And you know they were going like 20 going north, because they were like, wow, he's accepting me with the you know, with the herp. Oh my God, he's a god. Not knowing he probably got more than just that.
When he took that HIV test in that hospital, I thought he was a total clown.
Didn't he eat some food or something, and then it messed the test up?
That's what somebody was saying in the comments. I was like, who does that? You
He said, well, I don't know how accurate it's going to be, because I ate and you're not supposed to eat, or something like that while you take this test.
Well, you know, the young boy on Bigo that has it. This is not allegedly. He does have it. He said it himself.
Oh, I know. I know you're talking about his Detroit Thought.
Yeah, you know, I've been following him since Periscope.
He's been transparent about that from years ago.
So now, when he was in the hospital, my mother said that's because that full bloom is setting in.
Yeah, that's what the doctor had told him.
It takes over the eyes.
Yeah, the doctor had told him. But the doctor told him when he was on Bigo, this was before I had left, that he was full blown. Woo. So yeah, he is.
And who is that young boy he laying up on the bed with now? I said, Lord, he itching too.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I thought that the thing that it's not even all that anymore.
No. If you're full
blown, it's not.
If you're full blown,
it still can be treated though.
It still could be right. You could still live.
He ain't taking his medication, and he brags.
Well, something he ain't doing then, right?
I'm gonna tell you. He admits it. He trying to give it to everybody, like he said somebody gave it to him.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, he said it openly. He said nobody told him, so he ain't telling nobody.
I have had residents, because it's programs all around that houses them. They give them a voucher, and they have a special kind of housing system that they operate from, because they have a caseworker that I deal with and all that. Well, when I had another property years ago, and the girl, one of the counselors was telling me, she said they can live a normal life now with the medications that's out now.
Yes, they can.
I know.
Yes, they can. Because I watched
the prep. They call it the prep. And that stuff makes it where you take it and then it's undetected. So you can't.
It's undetected.
You can't transmit it to somebody else.
But you know what else? One of my residents, she was so sweet. Her and her mom, I love them to death. She came in the office one day, and I closed the office up, and I was going out, and I needed her to braid my cornrows down. She used to braid. So she braided my hair down, and my manager was like, "You ain't scared of her?" I said, "What am I scared of her for?"
Right.
I said, you can't get that. I said, that's the ignorance of people. That's more harmful to them than they are to us if you're not having intercourse with them.
If they got a cold and
you could kill them with your cold.
Exactly.
We're more because I watched a documentary on this young girl that she used to live in Chicago and she moved to Atlanta. And she caught it there in Atlanta. The guy knew he was born with it. And he never told her, and she met him, and they were together. And then she had a fight with her roommate or something like that. And when she went to the doctors, and they felt all her lymph nodes, it was like swollen. And when they went through and took the test, that's when they told her, and that's when she said it to the guy's family. They said, well, he didn't contract it. He got it at birth. He was born with it, But now she's living a normal life. She's married. She has 2 kids.
Because she's probably on that prep.
Everything, huh?
She's probably on that prep with undetected.
Right. And the guy who she married to know all about it. And the only thing that she never did was breastfeed her babies. Because they said that's how they could get it, by breastfeeding and all that kind of stuff. But she got 2 healthy kids, honey. And
even with that, a friend of mine, their family high risk of breast cancer. 2 of their mothers have met. 2 of my friends, their mothers were sisters, and my friend that lives in Atlanta, her mother, her youngest brother is a dwarf, and she said the doctor said that when the mother was breastfeeding him out that bad breast, that's how he got it. So a lot of things do contrast from your breast when you breastfeed. So that makes sense. So I was like, wow. And they are mandatory, being that their mothers died of breast cancer, they mandatory have to go for mammograms every 6 months or something like that, she said.
Wow.
Yeah, because my niece has to do that too. Her mom passed away from breast cancer.
See? Yeah, they have to.
Well, she's white, and my brother had to take her when she was 16. And he took it, and she do have in her, but they eat right, and they stuff like that.
I had a family member where they had it and gave it to the woman, but the woman was pregnant, the baby didn't get it.
So they did a C-section.
Well, I don't know how they my cousin was I don't know if it was C-section or vaginal, but she didn't get it.
I think it's a C-section that they give them.
C-section. They can't pass through.
Right, they can't go through vaginally. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
We're talking about
and if you have anything, they say it's illegal to pass the baby through the canal.
Exactly.
They have to do the C-section.
That's what they said.
If my mama was laid up there with anything, VD, clap, whatever, I would have came out there swinging on her. Don't give me nothing later.
I know that's right. So you come out blind or one eye or something.
And this is how silly these kids are today. When my daughter had her first son, her first son, his mother and I used to be best friends. We grew up together as best friends, okay? And Lord and behold, here she go, had a baby. So look, they on this holistic stuff and herbal life, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? LCL's one of them. That's why I need her to call me. I gotta ask about something. So
okay, I will call you.
My daughter's getting heavy into that because she's going into vegan, and I commend it because it is a healthier lifestyle. Right. But the only thing I miss about pork is eating cracklings. That's it.
And I always go get my little cracklings at Dollar
corner
Tree.
store. Oh, Dollar Tree selling.
Dollar Tree, they got the I like the spicy ones, not the plain ones.
And
they're nice and hard. Ooh, and then sometime in the middle you get that fat that is fried, but it's kind of soft.
It's these nuts that I eat now though from the Asian market. They're called ding dong nuts.
Oh no.
They are good.
I don't eat out. I don't eat fast food stuff. If I don't cook it here in my house, it's not getting eaten by me. I've never tasted a hamburger in my life. Never.
Serious?
I've never tasted a McDonald's or a Burger King. None of those hamburgers in my life. Never. Never.
Listen, have you ever had some pig feet?
Never.
I
I eat nobody's feet.
I didn't eat that.
I ain't eat nobody's feet. Okay.
I dated a guy when I lived in
What?
Yes, I eat them.
I've never tasted that stuff. I don't even eat macaroni
cook them in my
and
house
cheese
because I don't want that smell in it. But if my family makes some hog mogs and chitlins,
oh Lord. That's so. I've never.
I used to eat chitlins when I was younger.
But tender catering, you know my favorite. I can eat 7 days a week seafood.
7 days a week. You better know it.
Yeah,
I just when I went downstairs, I was like, my phone breaking up. I got some old nasty homemade clam chowder. It's got crab meat in it, clams and lobster meat.
I don't even eat crabs. I don't eat crabs. I don't eat lobster. The only thing I eat out of the sea is fish, and that's it. And only certain kind of fish.
Snapper.
I have never tasted lobster before. I've never tasted crab before.
She said I made a
leg of lamb. I don't eat.
And look, she said, I love pork. And I have also tonight I'm making a lobster crab dip tonight. Let me tell you something. God, I can't wait to put it on that cracker. Do you hear me?
Can you stop talking about food? You making me hungry. And when I get off the phone, I was supposed to be making some tuna melt, something simple, because it's Saturday.
That sounds delicious too.
I know, but what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do takeout today. I shouldn't be because we supposed to be moving.
What about Mediterranean food? I have a
I love
NECA just said she stick to plant-based. That's good, NECA. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get.
I love Mediterranean food.
I mean,
what would you get from there? Because I think I'm gonna go there tomorrow. Because my job been talking about that place is really good by here. So I don't know what to get.
Seasonings that they put on it. You can like me. I always get the shish kebab, you know, the meat on the stick. You can get the lamb or the chicken, and then you get the salad. And I love if it's authentic Greek place, I love either their creamy Greek dressing or the clear vinaigrette Greek dressing.
I don't eat all that stuff, honey. I don't eat no dressing. I don't do that kind of stuff.
Put some feta cheese and hummus. I'm
gonna go down. I was gonna go today, but I went out to Target and came back.
Now that's what I might get. I think I want some Mediterranean food tonight.
My manager was saying that this place by our job is really, really good. It's a good the owner of the company put her onto it.
You're making me hungry.
Said, well, it must. I know, right? But I'm making that lobster crab dip tonight. I'm not gonna go out and buy nothing because I love to be in the kitchen. That's my only thing.
I like to save my money, and I've been doing good. Like I haven't been even buying nothing off of Amazon. I have an addiction with that. I just been doing good. I mean, I haven't even had to bring my recycling bin to the corner because there ain't been nothing in there to throw away.
That's good.
Like, you know, stuff like that. Yep.
If I order one more pair of tennis shoes, let me tell you something. Ooh. It's 2 more on the way here now. That's why when I first logged on, my bag came. He bought me happy birthday too. I didn't call you. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, SO, when was your birthday?
December 16th.
Oh my gosh. Happy birthday. Happy belated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So he bought me my birthday's 11th and his is 14th. So we went to this restaurant.
Happy belated birthday to you as well.
Thank you. I'm old. And he bought me the Marc Jacobs tote that's out.
Oh,
so my girlfriend say that bag is big, and I was like, I'm gonna like it. Girl, that bag got here like something you take on a plane. I said, I ain't going nowhere with this big bag. So we had to call Marc Jacobs back. They don't exchange; they have to give your money back. That's so they don't get replicas back.
Right, because that's what can happen.
Yep. So they took the bag back, put the money back on his car, and the bag just came there. Girl, I was screaming. Do you know they put my bag on the wrong porch? I was about to go ham.
I know, because
the neighbor was honest.
Right, because exactly. You better be
thankful. So that's
I'm
what I was in here doing, shouting. So I'm not trying to shout for like 2 months, okay? I need a cure, and I think I'm gonna get back in my kitchen and start doing my cooking videos.
I know that. Yeah, it's therapeutic for you.
Yeah, I love it. I can
That's what I
said
I wanted to start doing too. It's like
yesterday,
cooking videos and baking videos, because you know I bake a lot.
Yeah, I know.
And
well,
so
we
my
should
daughter
do some
just bought me a
collab, you
new,
guys.
for Christmas. My daughter just bought me a new cake mixer, because you know I'm into all that kind of stuff.
Pastry,
yeah, I make my pastries and stuff like that.
Pudding cakes, ooh.
Good.
You make a pound cake, girl?
I make pound cakes. I make, we have fruit cakes that we make every year. Like Christmas time, we make our fruit cakes.
You know, that's something I could never eat. My grandma, I didn't understand.
I couldn't eat.
No, not your kind of fruit cakes that they make in America. Ours is like, it's totally different. It doesn't have, you don't taste some big pieces of fruits in it or anything